Have you ever considered what such a simple, natural remedy might do for your health in just a week? Maybe you are well over 50 years old. You probably faced so many problems from joint pains to not being able to sleep soundly. And, frankly, your skin just doesn't feel so young anymore. But if I told you there is something you can use to care for all those concerns, among many others, in as little as 7 days? Sounds almost too good to be true, right? That's where castor oil comes in. An ancient treatment that is making a major comeback, not only among holistic healers. Castor oil is a really studied product, and some experts, such as Dr. Barbara O'Neill, renowned natural therapy advocate, note its effects on the human body in terms of swelling, blood flow, and also the skin. Well over 70% of people over 50 who've used castor oil report noticing significant improvements after just 1 week. Not magic, it's science. In fact, there was a study on castor oil in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, wherein ricinoleic acid, the unique compound found in castor oil, was proven to have an effect cell level in reducing inflammation and accelerating healing through hydration. What's amazing is that it is versatile, not just a moisturizer for dry skin. Seniors can already report improvements after 7 days of using castor oil, improvements such as better sleep pattern and reduction in joint pain, so better digestion, and even appearance. They looked younger, and all with a few simple applications. We've disassembled exactly how castor oil works, the benefits you can look forward to within a week, as well as, crucially, how to use it safely and appropriately for maximum effects. Whether it is arthritis, better skin, or just sleep, castor oil might just be exactly what you need for good health. So, keep on reading. Let's find out why so many people aged over 50 swear by this natural and affordable remedy. Trust me, you'll be shocked at what happens after just 7 days. Castor oil has such a long and interesting history, dating right back to ancient civilizations that knew the worth of natural remedies. For example, the Egyptians are documented in history to have started using castor oil ages ago and applied it for everything from healing wounds to improving their skin health. In fact, it was found in tombs and is believed to have been used even by Cleopatra herself for beauty treatments. This miracle oil was also an essential ingredient in the ancient Ayurveda in India, where it was utilized to treat digestive problems, pain, and even hair care. It is obvious now that castor oil has been administered for its curative properties for thousands of years, and modern science is catching up, showing just how well its use works, especially when used on the elderly. So, what makes castor oil so special, especially in the elderly population? Well, its chemical composition. Castor oil, rich in fatty acids, has ricinoleic acid as the main character that gives castor oil its powers. Unlike most plant oils, it is rich in this very rare type of fatty acid that penetrates far, far beyond the surface layers of the skin, helping to moisturize and desensitize the inflammation and inflammatory healing. For anyone over 50, these properties could be incredibly beneficial since, by nature, the skin, joints, and even the digestive system all slow down with age. The primary acting ingredient of castor oil is ricinoleic acid. This fatty acid constitutes about 90% of the composition of castor oil, causing most of its anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and moisturizing properties. For elders, this is very helpful. As we age, our skin loses its natural moisture and elasticity and becomes dry and wrinkly. Applying castor oil on the skin, primarily to dry or old areas, the ricinoleic acid is active, deeply hydrating and restoring elasticity in it. That's why most elderly people report that within a week of use, the skin feels softer, smoother, and can look younger. But the benefits of ricinoleic acid go way beyond skincare. This chemical has been known to act as an anti-inflammatory to the joints and muscles. To seniors who are plagued by arthritis or general joint pain, this is like a ticket to some kind of heaven. According to one study that was published on Phytotherapy Research, castor oil packs have brought about the relief of nearly all the pain and stiffness in patients with knee osteoarthritis. It penetrates tissues and reduces swelling. Many elderly patients have said they became comfortable within days after applying castor oil to painful joints. And of course, resorption. Many people know at old age, their bowels get sluggish and constipate. Ricinoleic acid is a mild laxative by mouth. It excites the intestine's muscles and promotes regular bowel movements. Then again, it should be used very cautiously on a physician's advice, as this agent may cause spasms or diarrhea, if too much is taken. One of the many reasons castor oil is effective is that it penetrates so deep into the skin and tissues, thus allowing absorption much faster than many topical treatments. Its structure as a fatty acid lets it penetrate easily into the body, carrying the helpful properties with it. This is particularly important for seniors, as the skin naturally thins and becomes less effective with age, so some treatments just may not penetrate very well. Castor oil is deeply absorbed, and its healing properties can bring about both hydration to dry, aging skin, and joint comfort from the inside out. To reduce arthritis pain as well as inflammation, castor oil is pretty basic but effective. Warm up a small amount of the oil gently. It absorbs much better this way, and massage it into the joint. You can even cover the area with a cloth or bandage to trap the oil inside so it sits there for an hour or more. This makes the ricinoleic acid penetrate deep, but, on the other side, increases blood flow to the affected area, aiding healing. After some days of such a routine, many seniors have been able to notice pain reduction and improvement in mobility. Being a natural emollient to the skin, castor oil locks up moisture and hydrates the skin. A little amount spread on the face and neck of the aged can work on their skin overnight, aiding in the reduction of wrinkles, plumping it up, and giving the person a more youthful look. Its antioxidant property also works as a medium to fight free radicals, which cause most of the problem of aging. They may also use oral castor oil that comes in smaller dosages to help out with digestive problems, such as serving half a teaspoon on an empty stomach, which can work out a little at times to cause constipation. But of course, you must check and watch how your body reacts, and do it only after the doctor's seal of approval. Several studies have been done to prove the effectiveness of the utilization of castor oil for both outer and inner use. For instance, an article in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology presented the chemical's ability to reduce inflammation while helping circulation, which has made it a good agent for elderly people whose circulatory flow in the periphery is weak. A trusted voice on natural health, for a long time, Dr. Barbara O'Neill advocates for the use of castor oil in treating such ailments as skin conditions to joint pains, amongst others. Her applications found many who have also added it into their routine. With such fantastic benefits embedded in the ancient practice as well as science, castor oil stands out as a natural and affordable remedy that could deliver real results for people over 50. Whether it's relief from arthritic joints, a much better night's sleep, or healthier-looking younger skin, it might well be the answer you've been looking for. It is really unbelievable what versatility castor oil can offer, especially for persons older than 50. Improvement in many aspects, such as sleep quality, reduction of joint pains, and healthier and younger-looking skin, may be noted by them after only 7 days of constant application. Such benefits have been confirmed not only by real-life experiences, but also by scientific studies. While the younger ones can seemingly sleep at will, old age seems to make it a bit challenging to get a good, restful night of sleep. Hormonal changes, stress, or even some health conditions can disrupt the sleep of older adults, leaving them turning and tossing with only an inability to get that sort of restorative rest. Sleep deprivation is not only leading to daytime fatigue, it causes worse long-term effects in a person, like weakening one's immune system, impairing cognitive function, or even worsening certain chronic conditions. Castor oil is here to save the day as a natural sleep aid. While it may seem sort of strange that one would associate castor oil with becoming a better sleeper, the soothing qualities are remarkably effective for one's ability to easily achieve good night's sleep. The regions where it's applied work as a venue for relaxation and a soothing sensation, taking the pressure off the brain and body to relax enough to fall asleep. There is science behind this. A paper published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology reveals that the oil is mildly sedative. That makes natural castor oil an ideal remedy for people with insomnia. This aspect holds particularly significant importance for seniors to avoid over-the-counter sleep aids for possible side effects. And of practice, warm castor oil applied to the temples or backside of the neck is used as a massage for the soles of the feet before bed, helping to relax the body and mind. This is a straightforward routine repeated for 7 days that has helped lots of older adults sleep faster and more deeply, without grogginess, which can be produced by other traditional medications used for sleep. Joint aches, especially due to arthritis, are very prevalent among seniors. Arthritis is characterized by reddening and inflammation of the joint, resulting in extensive stiffness, pain, and limited movement. This can prove to be an absolute crisis for seniors in most everyday tasks and greatly reduces their quality of life. But more turn to painkillers, which are dangerous if taken for a long time. The alternative is castor oil, which works well. Being rich in ricinoleic acid, the drug contains anti-inflammatory properties, which have widely been applied topically for relief in the case of joint pain, as the solution reduces inflammation within the affected areas and helps ease the pain associated with arthritis. According to a phytotherapy research study, patients of knee osteoarthritis said that they enjoyed relief from their chronic pain when they used the castor oil packs in a regular manner. The study concluded that the anti-inflammatory compounds in castor oil penetrate deep into the tissues, which helps to ease swelling and will improve joint function. Precautionary administration of castor oil for joint pain involves warming a small amount of the oil and then gently but firmly massaging it into affected joints, especially to stiff or painful areas of the joint. After that massage, you may cover the joint with a cloth and let it stay there for an hour so the oil gets absorbed and works its way. Many older adults note significant changes in their pain and mobility while doing this routine over 7 days. Indeed, many seniors report waking up feeling less stiff and with greater ease to move about during the day. With age, the skin's moisture and elasticity start to decline, causing a dry and rough texture with fine lines and wrinkles. Moisturizing and keeping the skin hydrated also becomes challenging for older adults since the human body reduces the secretion of natural oils gradually. However, there is something that can restore all of that youthful look to our skin: castor oil, arguably one of the best natural moisturizers. Castor oil is abundant in fatty acids, mainly ricinoleic acid, an emollient that creates a moisture lock effect with the skin and softens it. Use of castor oil over a period of 7 days can reflect improvements in the texture and hydration of the skin. It locks the moisture inside the skin by creating a protective coating on the surface so that moisture is not lost, and at the same time, it offers your skin a supple feel with a smooth texture. This is particularly for elderly persons whose skin is frail and dries out quickly. However, castor oil does not only moisturize but also possesses strong anti-aging properties. The oil is rich in antioxidants, which have a significant role to play in the battle against free radicals, one of the major causes of skin aging. Free radicals break down collagen in the skin, and this causes sagging, wrinkles, and other effects of aging. Castor oil reduces the aging factors by neutralizing the free-flowing harmful molecules that cause wrinkles and faint lines. In reality, an article in the Journal of Cosmetic Science details how antioxidant and emollient properties of castor oil improve skin elasticity and texture. So, castor oil becomes a popular candidate for any anti-aging treatment. For better effects, seniors apply this oil to the face, neck, and hands at bedtime to let the oil do its magic overnight. Most wake up within as many as 7 days with softer, more hydrated skin, very few lines and wrinkles to count. Some say their skin feels resilient. For them, the clock has been rolled backwards several years. Circulation is a universal necessity for overall health, more so with advancing age. A poor supply of blood to the extremities of the body may cause swelling and numbness of the limb. Even more vulnerable are older adults to circulatory problems because of various conditions: diabetes, hypertension, or simple aging. This is where castor oil takes the surprise turn at improving blood flow and circulation in general. When applied, castor oil is known to cause a warming sensation. This can lead to expanding the blood vessels and stimulating the flow of blood. As such, more oxygen and nutrients can be delivered to tissues in the body, with potential healing of the tissues with less swelling, mainly in the legs and feet. In a study in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, castor oil packs enhance circulation and alleviation of symptoms of compromised blood circulation among elderly subjects. Circulation can be increased by massaging warm castor oil into areas where circulation is a concern, such as the legs or feet in elderly people. Because the oil heats up and has a gentle massage effect, it increases blood flow and can even work to stop the perceived numbness or tingling. Most people have said less swelling in their limbs and overall improved how their legs and feet feel for seniors doing this routine every day for 7 days. Although castor oil offers tremendous health benefits, especially for people older than 50 years, Using it correctly is essential to avoid certain side effects of its use. Regardless of whether someone uses the treatment applied to the skin or takes it orally, there are guidelines that promote safe and effective use of the oil. This is very important for seniors, as their skin and digestive systems may be more sensitive or more prone to reactions. The following section will describe how safe castor oil can be used, both on its own applied topically and internally. This oil can be used in a myriad of ways if you need topical medication, be it for joint and other areas with pain, dry skin moisturizing, or enhancing skin circulation. It is crucial in the application of how you use it. The first step, in fact, in any topical application, is to warm the oil a bit. Besides aiding the castor oil in penetrating the skin better, warming it increases its therapeutic properties and aids the oil in promoting circulation that reduces inflammation. Using castor oil topically without harming you, first of all, pour little amount, like a teaspoon, into the palm of the hand. Then gently rub hands together to warm the oil, or heat it for a few seconds in the microwave or stove. Note that not to overheat it, since castor oil must be warm, not hot, lest it will burn. Once the oil warms up, pour it over the area you wish to treat. For joint pain, massage the oil in circular motions as you rub it into your knees, elbows, or hands. This simply enhances penetration of the oil, but helps improve blood flow, enhancing the anti-inflammatory action. If you are using it for hydration purposes or the reduction of wrinkles, you can apply it directly to clean skin by rubbing it into places such as the face, neck, and hands. You can even leave this on overnight for a really deep moisturizing. One of the many techniques that many seniors say is especially helpful is using a castor oil pack for pain or circulation problems in the joints. Instructions for making a castor oil pack include soaking a cloth in warm castor oil, applying it to the affected area, covering it with plastic wrap or a towel, and applying heat with a hot water bottle or heating pad. Leave the pack in place for 30 to 60 minutes. This treatment heats up the oil more, which is especially beneficial for chronic pain or inflammation. After applying castor oil, wash the area thoroughly with warm water to wash out any excess oil. There should always be a patch test involved, especially in the case of sensitive skin, before regular use. Use a small amount of castor oil on an obscure part of your body, inner forearm for example. Wait for 24 hours and check if irritation, redness, or itching occurs in that region. It is very crucial to avoid allergic reaction from those in case. Although castor oil is more commercially known through topical use, it has been used orally for centuries as a natural laxative. Application of castor oil orally is much more cautious, especially in old age. We all know that our digestive systems become less potent with advancing age, and careless use or excessive application of castor oil can be really unpleasant because the victim suffers from abdominal cramps, or diarrhea, or dehydration even. That is why proper guidelines for oral application will have to be strictly followed. Castor oil can be taken as a laxative since it happens to be a stimulant for the muscular wall of your intestine and has the ability to promote frequent bowel movements. This might be really helpful to older patients who suffer with episodes of constipation, which is quite common since the gut slows down with time. Castor oil orally, though, is only used as an occasional measure to control constipation, but not on a regular basis, lest dependency develops. The amount of castor oil to be used as a laxative should also be very small, such as from half a teaspoon to a full teaspoon for adults, and only half of that amount for geriatric patients, given initially and then increased gradually if tolerated well. You would need to take it on an empty stomach, and following with a glass of water seems to be a good suggestion to help move the oil through the system. It is worth noting that when taken as a purgative, castor oil usually acts within 2 to 6 hours of consumption. So one should be prepared for this, not take it just before bed or going out. If spasm or diarrhea discomfort arises, reduce the dose next time, or discontinue consuming it altogether. Always, people, especially seniors, must consult a health provider before using oral castor oil if they have pre-existing medical conditions or they are on prescription drugs. This may cause interactions with some drugs and exacerbate the underlying conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome or inflammatory bowel diseases like Crohn's disease. Long-term use of castor oil as a laxative also leads to dependency, whereby the body becomes reliant on it to induce bowel movements. A person may experience worse constipation when use is discontinued. Long-term, the better solution will be dietary changes, meaning taking adequate water intake and higher fiber-increased diet. Castor oil becomes useful as an occasional relief trigger, but strictly applied in sparing amounts and under medical advice to avoid complications. Following these guidelines, castor oil is a very safe and effective herbal solution for many issues from joint pain to digestive health. And with any treatment, especially in seniors, caution should be taken by starting slowly and being attentive to the body's reaction. Topical application is usually safe and effective. However, oral application should be done with great caution and under the advice of professionals. Regardless of whether applied topically or to the mouth, castor oil can hold quite a significant amount of good health benefits, being optimistic, and not abusing it, of course. Many may be surprised at the results, especially for over 50. Dramatic, even after just 7 days. Relieving joint pain, sleep tends to improve, hydrating and stimulating circulation in the skin, it's obvious. A great many seniors have stated that relief from arthritis, softer skin, and overall well-being resulted from constant use. However, safety comes first. Whether applying the oil topically or taking it as a natural laxative, one has to be very cautious when the guidelines are followed. The dosing has to be gradual, starting with the littlest of amounts, and a patch test is very important. Do not try it orally, especially if one has diseased conditions and is on drugs. So, now if you're considering maybe utilizing castor oil or doing anything else in your life, do it and see the difference. Do not forget to like this video, share it with whoever needs it, and subscribe for more health tips and natural remedies. See you in the next one.